Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I am your cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour. Let's get into Huda. Before we do, I do realise that yesterday, day before, when I pulled out the chocolate obsessions, or the brown obsessions, I grabbed the toffee one instead of the chocolate. So when toffee comes out, I'll be grabbing the chocolate, honestly. So before we get to it, after that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell, and if you like this video at the end, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Let's go see if I can actually pull the right one out today. Okay. See, this is what happens when you don't have really good eyesight. What have we got? We have the Empowered palette, which is one of the 18 pan palettes. It is it her most recent one? I think we are due for a new one. So it's quite, we've got a lot of warm tones down this end, and then we've got a lot of cool tones up this end. There are 7 shimmers, 9 mattes and 1 cream. So let's get to it. It's going to be probably a warmish look today, only because I already have some makeup in mind. All of the products that I am wearing on my face today will be listed below in the description box. It's mainly Home Beauty, just because I'm feeling like my skin is very skinny today. Which the rest of me was very skinny. No, I don't. Well, love yourself the way you are. So, just going in. Oh, sorry. Going in with the shade Power. It's a bit chaotic today, my friends. I am coming off the back of a conference, and I had a couple of 15-hour days because not only did I have the conference and the networking events I had to attend, I then had to go back and do some of my daily work because we are that busy at the moment. So I'm probably a bit overtired, which is always fun. So drunk tired at this point in time. Thank God, as I film this, it is a Friday, because I am very lacking in sleep, as you can probably tell. I'm in a ramble mode. So that is a simple through the crease. These brushes, these are the Morphe, I think it's called the Essential Eye Brush, this particular colour one. They're a bamboo brush. I really like them. They're super flexible and blendable. I don't have many that are clean at the moment. Well, they are clean, they just haven't been recirculated back in. So I don't know about anyone else, but when you go away and you've been away a few days, just going in with the shade Best Self, which is underneath Power. When you've been away a few days and you come home and you just feel, hair on my face, you just feel a bit stanky, like stale, even, you know, even though we are being clean, but you've been locked up inside and travelling. And like my travel was literally only a road trip. It was only a 3-hour drive to another city in the north of the state, but you do get a bit, ugh. And like, I didn't take a huge amount of makeup or skincare with me. I took travel size of pretty much everything, samples of what I had, just because it's a good time to try them out, and it's just more convenient because you've got to pack clothes for a few days and you're trying to pack super lightly and you're taking your laptop. And so, I mean, that's what I took for my face, and then little mini eyeshadow palette essentially. But I came home and I just felt yuck. So I have a facial machine that I am trying out at the moment. I don't know if it's gone live yet for how I'm pre-filming these, but I used it for the first time last night, and yeah, I'm really happy with how my skin is today, let me tell you. But I'm just at the trial stage. Okay, going in with the shade Legacy down here. This is a really warm reddish brown. Slightly more dense brush. This palette, I really liked this palette when I first saw it, right? And I loved it. I loved the colour story. These golds really spoke to me, and I bought it, but I haven't used it that much, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I have too many palettes. But it is pretty. Not doing too much there. Going back in with, tap that off. Now we go back and start to tickle out that colour to blend. You can see immediately, so we're just using that mid shade that the second shade that we used to deepen up the transition. Look at this, where it's a harsher line, and then this has just been blended out over the top. Again, into that one. So look closely here. You can see that this is quite harsh, so ignore all my stray eyebrow hairs that need plucking. And just, you're going right on the edge of that. And so it just diffuses it. So you're keeping the depth of this shade here, and then it's tonally graduating out. You can see that has softened it. And then this is why we go back into that first shade. Gosh, my brows. And we tickle over the top. I need to get myself a really good set of tweezers. These Manicare ones that I used to love, that are the pink ones, are just not cutting it anymore. So I think I need, maybe I'm going to go and invest in the Kevin Aquan ones maybe, or some Shiseido. I don't know. What's your favourite brand? Tell me, please tell me your favourite tweezers for really stubborn eyebrow hairs, because I'm fighting a losing battle. Now I've just very lightly put a brown liner in my waterline. We'll continue on with Legacy for now and stamp that. Just along, because I am going to smoke this out a bit. Good thing with this is you don't have to be too accurate when you are looking at smoking something out. I think we'll go into the shade Get It. And just, you know the drill, we just buff along down to the bottom of your lash line just to soften all of that, and it gets rid of any creasing that you may have in your concealer area. And helps open your eyes up. If you don't like to do this under your eye, you don't need to. You can have a clean under eye should you wish. What you shouldn't do at our age, and it's really hard to move away from it if you've done that for a lifetime. If you're using a pencil liner underneath your eye, please don't use black. Use a soft brown, but still smoke it out with an eyeshadow. We do not want a harsh line underneath there. That is probably the most aging look that we hold on to is that thick, harsh liner underneath the eyes. It is the most aging. It immediately softens your face when you get rid of that. Now, on the inner corner, we don't have anything super light. This, what I need to do is pull out all of like my neutral palettes and the like and compare them all if you're interested. I mean, look at these shades. Look at that. Oh. Okay, so on the lid, I'm going to go in with, I can't even, Charisma, which is this gold shade. I have to use it, obviously. Guys, look at it. She is glorious. Whoops, I've got up to, look at that, I've just accidentally tapped. Slip with my finger. I'm gonna a little bit high. That's okay, we'll work with that. Just remember when you're using these types of shades, they can have a bit of fallout, they can be a little bit chunky. This is a little bit wet feeling, but to protect it from falling down too much, really press and to try and get it to adhere. Now I'm just grabbing this transition brush and just cleaning up that area where I had a little bit of a slip. Deary me. The shade Bold Moves is this beautiful, look at that. I'm just putting that on the inner corner. If you have nails, small brush, spray it with setting spray once you have it coated in this to get the intensity, to stop fallout and get the intensity. That setting spray on there will make the world of difference. Now I'm putting some on a little brush myself, that same shade, tapping it off. I've got a fair bit of fallout happening. Do that again and just spray it. There you go, see what I mean? That fixes it immediately. Now, speaking of fixing, I've got a little bit of fallout happening. So I'm just grabbing my foundation brush. I'm just tapping. It's going to do one of two things. It's either going to cover it with the foundation that I've got on, or it's going to lift it up and stick it to my foundation brush. That is close enough. Let's have a look at some of these other shades, because I don't want to, obviously the cool would have been really nice to play in as well. It just didn't work for today. Like, look at the intensity of that. You could get a really lush vampy eye out of there. This is a texture that I just don't like. It's a gel type one. I've mentioned this in one of the Makeup Revolution videos that I did. They have that texture as well. It's just yuck. Going in now. That's the one that I've already done. Idiot. I keep going there. Oh my god. Okay, into this marbled one. Like, she has a lot of shades that are similar in other palettes, I will say that. So, but they do sell. I just want to go into some of the mattes, like these cooler tone mattes, for example. Like, they're really, That's quite neutral. But these, look at these, super cool toned. I'm going to go and do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back with the final look. I don't know why I don't pull this one out more. Probably need to. These are really nice shades. Like I said, there's a whole heap of warm down here and then we go right up into this cool tone. And when you look at the cool tones in actual fact, in this top half, it's very reminiscent of Pat McGrath's Christmas release that she did. The darker one, I think. That's the vibes it's sort of giving me at the moment. Probably because of these here. Yeah, she's pretty. She's a pretty look. But I'm really happy with how she came out. Let's hope I've recovered from the big week that I've had. And, yeah, that's pretty. Look, my skin's glowing too, by the way. I will do a dedicated video on this soon. Until next time, my friends, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends, come along, hang out, subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Until then, bye.